Well, hello from hot Atlanta. We are back after a wonderful time in England with our children and grandchildren. And one of the verses that challenges me every time I read it is Psalm 8, verse 2, where it talks about you have ordained praise from the mouths of children and infants. And just that sense of how much God hears the prayers and the praise of little ones. And just during the time when all the various workers, Christians and Westerners were trying to leave out of Afghanistan, obviously it was an incredibly tough time, for many. And I'm just a part of a number of different prayer groups, and we were praying obviously for those to get out that needed to get out. And one of the Sunday mornings, it was particularly tense because it was a time when really people were trying to get to the airport, and it just was very hazardous to do that. And it was taking hours to get through the roadblocks. You got to have the right paperwork and all the rest of it. And I kind of, Linda and I were speaking actually at Harvest Fields Church, and I just shared during the service, we really do need to pray that people will be able to get out and safely, and all the issue about who can get there and all of that. And we were home after the service, and just as we were about to start lunch, our little granddaughter Olivia just started to sing without anything that led up to this. She just started to sing, Waymaker, Miracle Worker, Promise Keeper, Light in the Darkness. That is who you are, my God. That is who you are. And just this kind of little one singing Waymaker. My heart was stirred by that, and I began to pray that out. Lord, you are the Waymaker. For these people, Christians, Afghan believers, and others that are trying to leave the country, and many missional workers as well that were trying to leave. And actually on prayer calls, that day and next day, that was the refrain, that it was this declaration: you are the way maker, you are the miracle worker, you are the promise keeper, Lord, you are the light in the darkness. And it was just very interesting that I heard later one of the stories from obviously one of the missional teams that were trying to leave. Lots of different organizations had people there, but I just heard this story that one of the groups that was trying to get out, they managed, after just a lot of a long journey and everything else, and through various roadblocks, managed to get to the airport. And then there was a German evacuation flight that was taking off. And they were hoping to get on this particular plane. And after a number of hours, they were able to get onto the plane. But in sorting out the paperwork for this team to be able to leave, one of the people on the team did not have a passport from a European country, which meant actually to land in Germany without this visa, this Schengen visa, was probably not going to happen. And there was a lot of discussion, and this person felt, well, okay, I'm going to have to accept the fact that I'm going to have to go back into Kabul and on my own and see what can happen. And the German ambassador himself was there helping with logistics and getting people on and sorting out. And he saw all the discussions, and he came over and asked what the problem was. And they told him that this person didn't have a Schengen visa, wasn't from a European country. And when he found out which country this person was from, he said, I was the ambassador, the German ambassador to this country back in 2008. And he waived all the issues with paperwork. And so this person was able to join the flight and actually travel to Germany. And I just thought, yes, Lord, you are the way maker. And this sense of God made a way, even preparing this German ambassador to be on assignment in this country where this person was from, way back in 2008. So we never want to ignore the children when we are praying about situations, because God stirs them up and he uses them. So be blessed and be encouraged that God does hear our prayers and he answers even the little ones.